Okay, so welcome to Morning Mindset. This is where we help virtual assistants to level up in their business, lifestyle, and mindset. Today is Oracle card day, and I'm very excited because I have a new deck of cards which I'm going to introduce. We're still going to do 1, 2, or 3, but these new cards are very interesting. I'm curious about what occurs from them. So, as always, if you're new here, basically what we do is pull 3 cards, and they are messages for the week ahead. They are your guidance from your higher self, angels, God, the universe, whatever you would like to call it, whatever it means to you. And the messages within are for you. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. Because this is a collective reading, and if you are watching this past the time, don't worry, the messages are meant for you whenever you receive them. Okay, so we'll just do our final cards. It's been ages since I did this. It's so nice to be back. Okay, we have them. I think there's been a backlog because I'm supposed to have 1 card and it's come out as several more than that. But let's take a look at these. So 1, 2, or 3, pick the number which you feel drawn to. It could be more than 1 number, by the way. So if it's more than 1, then see what the message has to say for you and forget the rest. So the first one, if you pick number 1, is my story reveals the lessons of my life. When I face my story, I am free. I get the impression here there is almost like, I'm getting like double standard or something like that. Somebody experienced some kind of double standard going on with someone in a relationship with someone they're connected to. It could also be a double standard between yourself. This could be like showing up in your life where it's almost like you're not an imposter, but you're saying that you're this and that and the other, but on the inside you're feeling very different about it. So it's almost like you're presenting yourself as one way, but in the inside you're like not truly being that person that you want to be. So now this is the time to start matching up the one that you truly want to be with the one that is missing. Whether that be you know who you truly are on the inside, but you're hiding it on the outside, or you know who you truly are and you're showing it on the outside, but you're not feeling it on the inside. This message is to get your story straight, okay? So it says, my story reveals the lessons of my life. You have to really get your story straight in who you are being, in what you want, and are you really being that person? And you have to be that person on the outside and on the inside, okay? You have to present yourself as that person, but you also have to believe you are that person on the inside too. So that's the message for you if you picked number 1, because there is a conflict happening between you out here and you in here. Number 2 is super interesting. How do we interpret this? Okay, there's a lot coming out here. I don't believe that these all came out at the same time. There's 4 of them, but I don't believe they're connected. I have a feeling like there's 2 and 2 connected, so I'm just going to go through them this way. So it says here, meditate and contemplate, and luck is on your side. Okay, so this to me again is a little bit of confusion as to what is going on. You know that it's almost like you know you really, really want something, right? But there is a part of you doubting and feeling like it could even be possible, or it feels impossible. So what this is to say that luck is on your side, but you have to connect. You have to meditate and contemplate and really connect to yourself to be able to have that feeling of knowing, because whatever it is that you want isn't going to come unless you truly are invested into absolutely knowing that you are trusting yourself, that it's there and it simply needs to come into your experience. So I would say, if there is something that you really want, that you're like having trouble believing that it's even possible for you, then go within and meditate a little bit and try to connect with your higher self and get guidance and advice that way. Then we have your dreams need a practical plan, and it's time for healing. So this to me gives me the indication of something has gone wrong somewhere, and I think you've been purely trying to acquire your dreams from a place, a spiritual realm or a spiritual place, where you've been doing these law of attraction, law of assumption techniques and things like that, but you've not really done much practical action. And this is what is telling you now. This is the missing piece. And as soon as you add that practical action, you will be able to move forward and achieve what you want. It also says that there is a time for healing. And it's interesting because I think this is really, if it's relating to the same thing, it's really about being still, because you don't want to make your practical plan from a place of desperation. And that's really, really important. You need to, I think, heal an old wound. It's almost like, let's say, for example, you're trying to manifest a new client, but you've had a bad experience with a client. So you have to sort of let go of that experience with that client and then make a practical plan for the next one. So this is what this is really saying to you. Like, don't let that past experience shape what you're going to be doing. Make sure that you do it from a place of love and a place of knowing, but do it in a practical way, but from a place of letting go of any past experience that is holding you back from where you truly want to be. There we go there. That was number 2, although I think there was 2 parts to that one. And then finally, if you picked number 3, I feel that there definitely is some kind of relationship that is happening in your life, which is, it's really interesting. It's almost like a relationship with somebody you love, like maybe a child or somebody you deeply care about. And they're going through a tough time right now. And I think the message here, we have compassion and reveal, right? So whoever is going through the tough time right now, you don't know the full extent of the story. So the message is to whoever you're concerned about, upset with, or having a rift with, or a conflict with, the message is like, what you see isn't actually what is going on. You can't see everything. You know, it's like the pictures reveal this very well, actually. It's like you think you can see everything on the surface about this person and you know what's going on, but there's a whole lot going on underneath the surface that you are not, that you don't know about, which could change your opinion or your feelings about this particular person in this situation. So the message for you for the week ahead is, try to be compassionate with this person and say, look, I might not understand everything, or I might not know everything, and I'm open to you telling me. They need to reveal what's happening, and they need to make that connection with you to be able to feel safe and comfortable. And you need to provide for whoever this person is, you need to provide that safe, comfortable space to say, it's okay, we can talk, I'm not going to flip at you, I'm not going to be angry with you, like, tell me what's going on, because you don't know the full extent right now. So whereas you think it looks a bit of black and white, it's really not. So those are the messages for the week ahead. We'll still do these every Thursday, by the way, but we'll be moving them to the Sky Sanctuary next week. So do pay attention to that, because we will not be in this room next Thursday. But from Sunday, we will start the new schedule. Make sure you're subscribed to the WhatsApp channel, the Facebook channel, and the Instagram channel. But also we have inside Virtual CoWorking Space our Google Calendar. If you're not a member of Virtual CoWorking Space, you can go to virtualmissfriday.com/VCS, and everything is inside the back end of the members area. I'm so glad that you were here today. It's been so lovely to be back this week and get back into the rhythm. Thank you, Anna and Karen, for being here in the room with me. We will now be starting our daily accountability practice, so get your journals at the ready, and I shall see you back here on Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, my darlings. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual CoWorking Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal.
Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.